got a whole trailer load of these tractor tires. Pulled it down here at the bottom of the hill with my excursion, and we got stuck. So we're going to unload it with the tractor, and we're going to pull these around wherever we need them in the field, kind of future sites of where we're going to put these water troughs. I guess one thing's for sure, this is a good way to grade the driveway. So I've got 7 of these massive tractor tires. Some of them are sprayer tires. They're a little bit, I wouldn't say taller, but thicker and wider. Those are gonna be actually better for these water troughs. And we're actually gonna be picking up quite a few more of these, but this is just the first load. So 7 of these. I actually got my truck and trailer stuck trying to get these out. The load was just too heavy on the trailer, and we just got a whole bunch of rain, about an inch of rain not too long ago. So I'm taking and placing them with the tractor. It's about a half-mile drive back and forth, but I'm gonna put them kind of roughly where I want them, and then we're gonna come back later, run piping to them all, concrete them all, and put float valves in there and everything. This is just a rough placement for now. We got about an inch of rain just about an hour ago, and it came within about 30 minutes. So the pond is completely full, and if you can hear, it is rushing out my spillway pretty good. It's a good site. We've had a good spring and start to the summer. A lot of rain, a lot of water, which has been very good for us. So the grass has been growing good. Hopefully we'll have a good stockpile for the bison this fall and winter, and I'm loving it. So all of these tractor tires are different sizes and diameters. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to place these out in the field how I want them on a later date. So for instance, I'm gonna have one, probably this large one here, we're gonna take and put that as like a winter trough. And then the other ones are probably gonna be more like summer troughs, so I'm not worried about frost or freezing. So I'm trying to think through the size of the pasture and the size of the trough to match it. This thing is so big my chain won't go around it. So this is about where the corral is going to go at some point. So I think we're going to use this as the winter trough or the corral trough. I think this is going to be a good spot for it, and I think that's going to be a really good volume for the animals. I don't know what the gallon would that would be, but I'll figure that out later. But I think this is going to be a great one for the corral area. Two have collapsed a little bit from that big one laying on it, but I think they'll pop right back out once they get some heat and sun to them. I ended up pulling the trailer along with it and got it unstuck. Rain is coming in. I really like this size here. These ones are probably somewhere around, I would say maybe 300 to 400 pounds, but the size is a little bit more manageable, and it's also a really good size, I think, that would hold a fair amount of water for, 30 to 50 animals to be able to come and drink, and then it could replenish quickly. So I really, really like this size. The one big one that I put up towards the top of the hill at the corral up there, where the future corral anyway, that one is really nice too. I think those are sprayer tires. I've got this one set right here. The corral is currently right here, but that's actually going to be moved up to the top of the hill. These are just temporary placements. They are not exactly where I want to put them. I don't know where I'm going to run the water line yet. So that's why I'm just kind of dotting them out in the field. There's 7 of these tractor tires right now, and I want to get somewhere around 20 to like 25 of them actually, and place them all the way down my water line that I'm going to place, and then just tee off into all these troughs. I got to figure out my pasture placement before I do that though. So this is kind of a tentative plan. I'm kind of placing them out here, and then we will figure all this out that way. All the bison are over here really curious. Walking coyotes over there peeking his head through the corral, and strong wind. They are expecting feed, I bet. Not sure if a white shirt was the right decision for today's task, but we got it done anyway. I'm really glad to be able to get these tractor tires placed out here. What I ended up doing is I just went down to a local tire shop, and they do tractor tires also, and I asked them if they have anything that they're getting rid of, so anything that's got like a blowout on it that they can't reuse, or the tread's too far gone, they can't resell it, so they just get rid of them. They actually have to pay the trash service to get rid of them, so it actually helps them out and it helps me out. And what I'll end up doing, I'll show you guys. Some of you guys know already, but what we'll do is we're going to take and cut along this edge here, and then so we'll expose this center section, and then in the center we will take and concrete around that, and I might even go a little bit into the tire to hold it down. We'll see. And then I'll have a float valve in the center of it that will come up from my water line. What do you know there, Coyote? Watching the progress. This is going to be a lot cheaper than actually putting a trough in there and then running float valves to that. It's going to be a little bit more durable too. These tractor tires are super tough. They'll take a horn to them. I've actually had Bison pierce their horns through those plastic troughs, those cattle troughs. So these are going to be a lot tougher for that, so that will be really nice. These guys can get in a fairly playful mood and get a little destructive. Most of the time they're completely fine, but you know, hay rings, cattle troughs, things like that, they like to, I guess, take their boredom out on something. Thank you for watching, guys. I appreciate your support for our ranch. Check out our website. It's brokenarrowbison.net. Subscribe if you haven't already. Hit that like button, and we will see you next time.